Today, we're going to take a look at the Mastin Labs Fujicolor Original Pack for Capture One. Hey everyone, let's jump right into Capture One and check out the latest release from Kirk and the rest of the team at Mastin Labs. Alright my friends, welcome into Capture One 12. If you've never been in here before, I'll kind of point out some of the highlights as we move around. If you're familiar, welcome back, and welcome to Mastin Labs in Capture One. If I haven't mentioned this before, I am so freaking pumped for this. I've been using Capture One for my commercial work for the last couple of years. I just really like how it renders out the skin tones better than Lightroom. I like the workflow a little bit better in Capture One. There's certain things I like, there's pros and cons to both, but I have been finding myself using Capture One more and more. The only holdback for me was in my weddings, I like Mastin Labs to match my film, and there wasn't a really good option for me in Capture One yet. Today, Kirk and the team over at Mastin Labs released the Fujicolor Original Pack. What you see here at this little clipboard and the check mark is the Adjustments tab. We're going to be working primarily out of there. That's where your Mastin Labs preset packs are going to be installed automatically. This may be collapsed when you're loading in, so it's just under your user styles, and then whatever ones you've installed will be in here. Let's go ahead and load in some. Let's kind of browse through these and see. I really kind of like how the 800Z looks on that. Let's get some cloudy, all hard, and some film grain. And then I have a custom workspace created here, this little one. You can create those in the settings over here, or there's the different settings here. But I've kind of taken my favorite from all of them and kind of thrown them into one workspace, so I don't have to go back and forth all the time. It's really handy once you figure out which tools you use the most. I might warm this up a little. That's pretty nice. I like the pink in the highlights. That's really fun. Might bring down the highlights there, bring up the shadows, bring those highlights up, and then punch those blacks a little. I really like how that looks. That's pretty fun. We can kind of see the before and after here. That's nice. Over here we have a shot from my Leica M10. I've really been loving the color rendering for my Leica in Capture One, so I'm super pumped for this to be available. I'm gonna pick my white balance first, just so I can kind of set that and see how the film presets look. So let's see, 400H, a little blue, not much change on that. The NS and the Z. Definitely gonna go with my 400H neutral. That's my favorite by far. Maybe some all soft, because it's pretty dark back there in the background. Can get my lens correction on, and that looks glorious. A little film grain, and I think we're pretty much there. That was really easy. I might adjust the tint just a hair, just because there's some green reflecting in that room. But I think we're there. That's beautiful. I don't know if I would change anything else. Moving on here, we're gonna see this little motorcycle from Jamaica. Back to our adjustments. Kind of walk through these. 400H. Blue, you can see that's where it really affects. The blue is the in the greens there. So if you're trying to like knock down the greens a little, if they're a little too punchy, you can use the blue, the 160 NS, and the Z. Those are all really great. Let's go with the standard. It was cloudy that day, so we use that. All hard. This was on my Leica as well. And then let's pop over here, see if we can tweak it a little bit. Look at our histogram. Maybe bring some highlights down and some darks back in. And I really like that. A little before and after here. That's really nice. Oh, we didn't do before and after on this guy either. Let's take a look. See. Oh yeah. Love that so much. Another one from Jamaica and the Leica. Let's see what we've got here. Is that sunset light, and that's pretty challenging sometimes. Let's go daylight, and let's kind of scroll through here. That's really nice. Kind of take some of the punch out of that red. That's fantastic. Let's go over here and make a few adjustments. Bring up those shadows a little. And those highlights are real punchy. Maybe you want a little darker look, but I like that a lot. You know, just the contrast really does a lot in Capture One, I think. So sometimes I even like bring it down a hair because I think Capture One might be a little contrasty for my tastes all the time. But that's all personal preference. Might crop this, but that looks quite nice. And that beautiful light with the storm in the background, that's really fun. Let's go here, a wedding image. This was on the 5D Mark IV. Oh man, like we're almost done. That's just perfect. We were in some open shade. Grab that, take that cloudy off. And you'll see which ones you have checked up here as well. If you don't see the check marks there, which is kind of nice. Let's do all hard, lens correction on, and some 35 grain. And ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Look at that. I cannot wait to process a full wedding in Capture One. This makes me so excited. Here's a Brennizer image that I stitched from a first look from this winter. It's a massive panorama. Let's see, I don't know how many images that was, but it's freaking huge. Let's see, 400H, and we'll, ooh, that's some nice pink highlights. A little too much for me with that much white, but that's fun. It was definitely cloudy. We want all hard. Give them something to stand off. We'll lose her dress a little bit. Go all soft. We don't need lens corrections because that's an insane stitch. Add some grain, maybe medium format because it's such a big stitch. We don't want the gray to be too big. That's real nice. I like that a lot. And then one more real quick here. Pop in. Let's see. You know, these are all fantastic. Let's go. Some cloudy. Yeah, that's nice. Let's correction and some grain. A little tweak here back at my custom panel. Bring the highlights down so we don't lose our mountain back there that is so pretty. I might warm it up a hair because that dress is real blue. Maybe the highlight down a touch more. And maybe bring that suit up. That's nice. I really like that. Well, that's your first look into the Mastin Labs Fuji original pack in Capture One. I hope you guys like it. Here's another before and after before I let you go. That's just wonderful. If you were on the fence about getting Capture One or this pack for Capture One, I say take the leap. This is ridiculous. I'm so pumped to be processing weddings in Capture One full time. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to check out this first look of the Fujicolor original pack from Mastin Labs in Capture One. I'm so excited for this. I hope you guys are as well. If you're interested in picking it up, there's a link in the description of this video. It will take you right to Mastin Labs where you can purchase this pack. Some of you have asked in the past if you have this pack for Lightroom, will your purchase work for Capture One? That is no. That is because they spent a lot of time and a lot of money to develop this pack for Capture One, and they can't just be giving that time away for free. But I think it's worth it. I really love Capture One. I hope to be seeing more Capture One images in the Mastin Labs user group as this pack grows in popularity. And now for processing my weddings, there's only one more thing that I could want, and it's that portrait pack in Capture One. Wink, wink, Kirk. Let's see if we can't get that going, and then I will be all the way done with Lightroom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. You can get notified when I post more of these previews and reviews. I appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.